So you are going into this episode completely blind.
I'm completely blind.
You don't know what we're talking about.
I'm really
And I'll actually be interested to know if
what my thought is.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
And if you've heard of this thing.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Before.
Oh gosh. Okay. I'm worried.
Welcome back to the podcast. Eerily beloved, we are gathered here today with
Morgan.
Yay.
Yay. Back again.
Okay. So once again you're going in blind. So
I'm blind.
And I have
got my eyes closed.
Quite a few listener encounters with this.
Okay. Is this like a Reddit story? Is this like...
Well, I first saw it on Reddit, but it's like we'll get into it.
Okay.
We'll get into it. Let's get into it. Okay, so close your eyes.
Oh my.
But if you're listening...
Like an immersive
Yes. However, if you're listening to this in the car, please do not close your eyes.
Okay.
Please
Okay.
don't.
I'll close my eyes for all of us.
Imagine it's one of those hot summer days. You know, summertime is the best time to go to the Oregon coast. You and your friends pile into your car, loaded with snacks, of course, for the drive.
Mm-hmm.
And as you wind your way west on Highway 26, your playlist skips, indicating you're going in and out of service. The trees are their own deep green, endless sea stretching on either side of the 2-lane highway. It's fully dark now, but the vibes are high, the music is loud, the sunroof is down, and it's wafting in the salty, briny smell, indicating you're getting close to the coastline.
Okay.
However,
I'm so worried. What's going to happen to me?
You smell him before you see him. Fresh salt air quickly turns sour, rotting, putrid.
Ew.
Gag-inducing.
No.
And as you're gasping for fresh air, you see it. See him. Standing on the side of the road is a man, or was a man, wrapped in bloody, rotten bandages, and he's looking right at you.
No.
Okay, you can open your eyes.
Oh my God. That was terrible.
So today we're going to be talking about the Bandage Man of Cannon Beach.
Oh.
A mummy-like figure that's been haunting Cannon Beach and the stretch of Highway 101 since the 50s.
Ooh, I have chills. Ew.
Have you heard of this?
No, I've never heard of this before.
I hadn't either.
Ooh. In the middle of the day, this is when they saw this?
At night.
At night. Okay. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
At night time.
So where he comes from, where people believe he comes from.
Mm.
So the state of Oregon has 30.5 million acres of forest lands, making almost 50% of the state. And in the 1800s, when the gold rush hit and people flocked west, the need for timber dramatically increased as houses and businesses needed to be built to sustain the exploding populations. The steam-powered donkeys and handheld axes widely used throughout the 1800s evolved into gas and diesel-powered machines in addition to bandsaws, then fully electric-powered sawmills. World War II led to another massive boom in the logging industry with the need for timber to support the war effort. The response to the bombing of Pearl Harbor resulted in a labor shortage after many enlisted or pursued better-paying work as the industry had been on a downward trend prior. While technological advances provide more efficiency, the increased demand with less workers can lead to human error. Logging today is considered one of the most dangerous professions with a fatality rate 30 times higher than the average job. Widowmaker trees, rolling logs, and heavy machinery accidents are considered occupational hazards, and that's without the added dangers of inclement weather like that of a dark and stormy night.
I feel like I have an inkling of where this is going to continue. I mean, a bloody bandaged man, and then you're talking about the logging industries. Anyways.
In the 1940s, in a sawmill near Cannon Beach, a logger's misstep due to heavy rain landed him in the direct path of a saw blade. The horrific accident out of a nightmare left him with several severe lacerations across his body. When paramedics arrived, due to the severity of his injuries, with limited resources, they wrapped him entirely in bandages and gauze, hoping to stem some of the bleeding. Highway 101 is treacherous on a good day, and with limited visibility around the sharp bends and slick roads from a torrential downpour, the ambulance crashed while it was going towards the hospital.
What?
Local lore says that when police showed up to the site of the accident, All of the medics were unconscious, but unharmed, and the man they were transporting had vanished. A massive manhunt was conducted to find the injured man, but after 3 days and no sightings of him, and no one matching his description wandering into a hospital, it was presumed that he had succumbed to his injuries in addition to any additional trauma that would have happened in the crash. They never found anything except for a bloodied piece of bandage.
No.
Mm-hmm.
To this day?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
So, several years later, 2 teens in a pickup truck found themselves parked in a secluded area off of Highway 101 near Cannon Beach. The remoteness of this area of 101 made it a popular lover's lane spot or a potential hunting ground.
Yeah. Yikes. Yeah, lover's lane, like as in like people are hanging out in their cars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Rustling in the trees nearby caught their attention, but they assumed it was just the wind. It's the beach.
Well,
it's
right,
windy.
Right.
Suddenly, a horrific smell overtook the cab of the truck. The truck swayed with the force of the wind. However, the increased gust made the stench even stronger. The teens looked around trying to find the source of the smell, and when they turned around and looked back through the window, they were face to face with a man covered in dirty, bloody bandages. The figure began to scream while forcefully banging on top of the truck. Horrified, the teens floored it, and when they made it back to the main stretch of road, they looked in the truck bed to see if the monster was still there. He wasn't, and when the teens returned home, in the truck bed was a piece of bloody bandages.
No, absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
I would never go to Cannon Beach again if that happened to me. I would never go to the, well, maybe I just wouldn't go, but.
Right.
In general, but. Yikes.
Mm-hmm. Other witnesses who have crossed paths with him describe him this exact same way. He's always seen at night, covered in dirty, bloody bandages from head to toe, accompanied by the scent of rotting flesh. He's said to have a strange, lurching gait, stumbling over his partially detached limbs. Despite this, he is known to jump on top of moving cars, specifically into truck beds or convertibles, and bang on the roof, always leaving the calling card of his bloody bandage behind, leaving the victim no doubt that it actually happened.
What?
Mm-hmm. So many say he feeds off of roadkill, and that's how he's survived for so long. Others say that he's the cause of so many fatal accidents along that stretch of the highway, and he's more of a zombie figure that feeds on flesh. So the overall consensus for those who choose to believe in the urban legend or not is that the Bandage Man is a cautionary tale for teen drivers to be extra vigilant while driving on that stretch of road.
Mm-hmm.
And you had not
never heard
heard of this.
Never, ever. And now I will only think of that if I ever drive that direction.
There were some mixed things when I was doing research for it. Some people were like, oh my gosh, yeah, I've heard of that. Like, people have been talking about it for years. And others were like, I've lived here my whole life. I've never heard of that. Yeah. So, I don't know. It was quite a mixed bag.
High school, the kids at the high school, they would tell teens that were driving about that story, and so it would make sure that they were extra cautious when going on the highway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That makes sense.
It does.
That makes sense.
However, there are quite a few people who have actually experienced or witnessed or come face to face with this figure.
Gross. Do we have any like pictures of this bandage? Is there any pictures of these bandages?
No, I imagine what I picture is a mummy, essentially.
Yeah, that's what I would yeah.
So
even like a drawing or something.
But I think in one of these stories is a better description, which we'll get into. Okay, so this one story comes from an Oregon Coast Experience Facebook group. Okay. And someone said, I heard about it, the Bandage Man, when I was a kid in 1987. Definitely an old local story. The story is about a logger that went missing from the hospital, fallen when topping a tree. He was supposed to haunt the area between Cannon Beach and Short Sands. So there's quite a few variations as well.
Yeah.
But in every story, because there's some like, oh, he was a plumber, oh, he's an electrician. And every story he was in an ambulance.
Yeah.
He was wrapped in bandages.
Yeah.
You know, like that's kind of where it is.
Yeah.
But the most common one is the logger.
I mean, that makes the most sense, like that type of accident. Because like a plumber and stuff, like what kind of accident would?
Yeah. I don't know.
But I mean, I don't know. I'm not a plumber.
Okay, so this is coming from a person's experience off of TikTok. So this person had made a video asking like if people knew about it, and someone responded and said like, yes, that happened to me. And the person was like, okay, give me more details. And so they said it was cold, but like gut sinking cold, where you almost feel warm. And I remember wondering why, as it is a summer night and it had been fairly warm. I was mid asking my friends if they felt it too, and my friend in the back seat started screaming. So he looked back just as he went from sitting down next to her to being outside the car again and then gone completely. I didn't smell anything personally, but my friend was aggressively throwing up from fear, and she said that there was a horrible stench that lingered in her nose for several hours. This was such a traumatic experience for her. She's very skeptical of going back to the beach at all, and absolutely will never go out again at night. This happened at Silver Point Lookout.
When was that? Did they say when?
They didn't say when it was. The comment was made on September of 2025. So
wow.
Pretty
so it's still like relevant, like there's still stuff's happening.
Oh, okay. So the original before that, they had gone into the story. This person had said, Oregonian here, my friends and I once had an encounter with a bandage man during a late night bonfire trip. He sat right next to my friend, and to this day she refuses to go to the beach at night anymore.
Ugh.
So he was sitting. Ugh. Oh, that's sick.
Like sitting.
That's sick.
Like he's a ghost figure, not like a physical. Because they said that all of a sudden he was outside the car. It wasn't like he opened the door and got out of the car. It was like he was there and then he wasn't there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, gross.
Creepy. Oh,
I
that's
wonder,
creepy.
like, because okay, the driver said that they didn't smell the smell, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the person in the back seat did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting. And
So I wonder.
He was like,
that almost makes it seem like maybe it's like if he sat down next to her. So I wonder if because she was like the intended victim, that's why she smelled it and nobody else did.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was like.
Interesting. Whereas like if you're in a car, then like everybody, you know, if you're driving. Yeah. So another comment, Oregonian here. I've heard of and encountered the bandage man. The smell never goes away. You will never ever forget it. It is terrifying.
Oh gosh.
Someone asked, what did he look like? What happened? The person responded and said he was wrapped in bandages, soaked through with blood, and got in the back of the car. As soon as we started driving off in fear, he vanished, but the smell lingered.
Ew.
Mm-hmm.
There's things about smells. Like people talk about like paranormal experiences and like smells are really, really, you know that your loved one is near because you smell something specific.
That's something you don't forget, and not your nose doesn't make things up like your mind necessarily would. Like if you saw something out of the corner of your eye, like that can kind of be explained away, but smelling,
I can't even imagine. I heard people talk about like dead body smells before, and I'm like,
so distinct that you cannot you know exactly what it is when you smell it.
Oh gosh, horrible, gross.
I have more.
Oh, God. Okay.
This person said, seen him myself driving the back roads towards the coast at 2 a.m. Took a wrong turn and ended up on Highway 20. Cell signal went from 5G to nothing. Air got cold. Nasty smell was going about 50 miles per hour, and he walked out of the bush on the side of the road wearing torn up clothes. I hit the brakes, braced for impact, nothing hit. 5 minutes later, I got cell coverage, back to 5G, and everything was fine again. Don't know who it was till I looked it up later.
Till you looked it up later?
Mm-hmm. Like they didn't. They're like, hey, this man walked in front of my car. He looked like this, and like all these other people's experience come up.
911.
Oh, right. I like to report.
Hey, there's a man that's in ripped up clothes jumping out in front of cars on the highway.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's kind of terrifying.
Okay, this one says, before I read about this several years ago, I was driving up Highway 101 on our way home from a long trip. Me, a friend, and 3 littles. Further south between Crescent City and Bandon. 3 a.m. I saw on the side of the highway in a ditch what looked like an arm waving as if they were hurt and needed help. The arm covered in what looked like a white long-sleeve shirt, kind of beat up. No way in hell I was about to stop, so we called the cops explaining what we had seen and was told someone would go check it out. Bandon was the closest town to the north in that direction I was driving. After a while, realized we never saw any police ambulance or anything driving by to go check it out. And of course, like, you would know if someone was going in that direction, like on those roads, you know.
Right.
Thought it was odd as hell, but wasn't about ready to turn around and go check it out on my own. Couple years later, one of my kids brought home a book of Oregon's hauntings, and the story was in there. Crazy as hell for sure.
What? What is this book? What is this book? Do we need to buy this book?
I think it's called like Weird Oregon or something like that, and it kind of just goes into all of the lore and the cryptid stuff that
they said. Bandon, isn't Bandon like
that's further? See, that's further south. That one's
and
further
Bandage
south.
is like north, like almost seaside north. So that's interesting. I don't know about. There's a lot of weird.
See, but that
highway
in both of those, the person that like walked in front of the truck, and in that case too, it almost seems like they're getting them to stop. It reminds me of Vampire Diaries. No, you know when they would like they want the people to get out of their
literally the first.
Yes, they want people to get out of their cars so they can attack them.
Yep,
that's kind of what it reminds me of.
Yeah,
just crazy.
And think about it, he's a zombie.
Yeah, but like also that last encounter said that it looked like they were wearing a white like torn up long sleeve shirt,
which could be bandages.
Yes,
right.
Yes, so that's crazy. Yep.
I always think people talk about these stories. Do you think people ever go and dress up as those people and go stand on the highway and
not there. If it was like in the middle of town, like on a I don't know, like a dead end cul-de-sac type of thing. But here, first of all, like you'd have to park your car somewhere.
Right.
What? Like, why would you be? If you're doing that, you're weird.
Right. Well, yeah.
If you're doing that, you are weird.
Duh. People do it on Halloween where they like dress up as like, Jason.
Oh, okay. Well,
do that. But
that is a little bit different. It's like going on the highway with like trees on either side.
So
scary.
That highway is so dangerous too.
Yeah.
It's really windy, windy, like.
Yeah, so that's why like people don't necessarily believe in the Bandage Man. They think, okay, this was created so people don't drive crazy or like will pay attention there. Yeah. So.
Oh gosh, the smell. I like can't get over that because I feel like that would be the selling point for me. Like if I smelled that at all, I'd be like, this really did happen to me and it was really terrible.
Right. Like I said, the people who like check the back of the truck, where'd this person go? Right. Like, are they still here?
And the bloody bandage. That's what I want to know about. Like, okay, you didn't take a picture of it. You didn't like save it, put it in a plastic bag.
I'll be interested to see if I didn't really ask around because I didn't originally. Garrett was going to do this, but I didn't want to be like, oh, have you heard of this? Yeah. I didn't. I hadn't asked my parents, I don't think. Yeah. But I know some of their friends go to Cannon Beach a lot, and so I'd be interested to know if they've heard. Yeah. Not necessarily if they've like seen it. That would be super crazy though too. But if they've even heard of it.
I would love to talk to somebody in person that lives there. Say we ventured over to Cannon Beach in broad daylight.
Of course.
In broad daylight.
And came back in broad daylight as well.
Survived. Talk to somebody that, owned a store or like has seen a lot of people come through
like
there.
A local, someone who was born and raised
that's been there for a while. Yeah. And just ask them if they've ever heard of it. Because I'm sure they have. There's no way that they haven't, especially since there's so many people that have talked about it. And if it's in that book, I feel like it's like a known thing.
Yeah. But like I said, some people are born and raised in Cannon Beach. Never heard of this.
Yeah. That's really interesting.
I don't know if it's just...
It's very similar to that story that you guys talked about with that lady walking on the side of the road. It's kind of like that driver. Where it's like, it's creepy, it's at nighttime, it's on the highway.
Is it supposed to make you like want to pay attention more? As opposed to...
what is the reason that this story even started to begin with? Did you see if there was any record? Did we have his name? Did we ever get his name? Did it say what year it happened?
Just the 1940s.
Okay. Yeah. They said was it after Pearl Harbor? Is that what they said? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So it was after Pearl Harbor had happened, which is not as many people were working in the logging industry then. And so, okay, we need. Yeah.
So, but I feel like that's part of the story would be pretty believable.
Mhm.
Like, and if somebody,
I mean, it's not unheard of for people, especially at that time when there weren't as many technological advances, for things like that to happen.
Yeah.
I feel like we even learned about that in school, like during the Industrial Revolution. Like, people would get caught up in the machines and stuff on accident, and
so
that's what led to a lot of like the safety regulations that we have today.
And the ambulance, that story where they crash and everybody in the ambulance was unconscious and he was gone is very, like, I could see how that could be true. And maybe the people that were driving the ambulance saw something, or because, you know, like, you're knocked out, so you could be thinking about, I mean, you just saw something really horrific. Like, I can't imagine what he looked.
We need to get him to the hospital ASAP.
Yeah, and like,
it's
you're
like
panicking.
it's dumping rain. We
You're
know
wrapping him in
what that
bandages.
weather's
He literally
like.
looks like an actual mummy.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a terrifying monster. Like, I'm sure that.
Well, and again, it's the 40s, so it's not like they have medical stuff that they would have today.
No. So, I mean, and then maybe they crashed enough to open the doors and he slid out or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I mean, that's all I'm trying to figure out, how this could have come to be. Like, how did he, because if you think about it, if you got bandaged, if you're like so torn up and bandaged like that, and you like escape from a ambulance, why would you go into the forest and not like seek help or whatever? But then in the other stories, he's like waving and trying to get people to stop.
I also want to know, there's not really anything why. Why does he jump on the cars?
Yeah.
Why does he bang on the cars?
Right.
What's his... He's jumping on moving vehicles, on still vehicles. He's sitting next to a person. Like, what is the goal? I mean, I guess it's a cryptid thing, and they probably don't necessarily have to have a reason, but it's just interesting.
And like, why, bang on the vehicles like that? Why would you want
to scream?
Scare? And obviously he's not really speaking, or what? Maybe he can't speak, but he's screaming. I don't.
Yeah.
That's just scary. If he was really needing help, obviously he wouldn't go that route.
Right. Well, and there's also things. Have you heard of the Hook Man? I feel like that one's like pretty often used in media and film and stuff. Like lovers lane situations. They'll have someone that like they know the teens are there, and so they'll attack them. So that was another thing. Like, oh, is this to deter people from?
That's what I was saying. Is like, does somebody go out like in those specific stretches where they know people are waiting? Does someone dress up as a creepy person and like freak people out?
But that's weird. That is so weird.
Absolutely. It's incredibly weird. But like, is there a stretch of like somebody's property where people park,
like maybe a turnoff or something?
Yeah, but like somebody's like, this is my property, I'm gonna do this crazy thing so people don't come back here.
I could almost see that happening if the story came from today, or like even in the last 20 years. But the fact that it happened in the 40s, and like several years later the teen story happened, so we're assuming that's like 50s, 60s. That's weird.
It is.
That's weird.
Ugh.
I know. And the truck thing. Well, and in some of these articles, it was saying that at the time in popular culture and like movie and film and stuff, that's when the Mummy franchises kind of started happening. So, like, does that have any role?
When did the Mummy come out? When did that movie come out?
Oh, like the Brendan Fraser one? not. There's
came out.
Not that long ago. But
when were mummies popular?
But also the fact that it's been around for like 70 years is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's
and it's the story itself is pretty consistent, and it does have quite a few details that make it seem very real.
Yes.
Oh, okay, 1926, 6 years later. So in 1932. Universal Pictures released The Mummy, like the original Mummy. And then between 1940 and like the end of the 40s, 4 more Mummy movies like followed that. I don't know if it was like a franchise, but mummies were like very popular in pop culture then, so that could have also been how it gained traction, but very strange still.
Yeah. Did you see the Cannon Beach history? They have like a page that's dedicated to this.
No. What?
Yeah, it says Cannon Beach History Center and Museum. Spooky
You're
stories,
kidding.
head scratchers, and tall tales. And it says the Bandage Man, and it says he was hacked up in a sawmill accident, wrapped in bloody bandages and smells of rotting flesh. He haunts Highway 101. Oh, wait, between the Highway 26 junction to the north entrance of Cannon Beach, and sometimes even as far down as Arch Cape. I don't know what that is.
Interesting. But like 26 is what we would take from here, like Portland, to go over to the coast.
Yes.
And we've been on that road before, which is crazy.
I'm so scared. And it says, I also heard that he was an injured fireman, electrician, and the list goes on.
Yes,
What stays consistent in the story is the bandages. Like most folklore, the Bandage Man mostly targets teens in parked cars. On occasion, he is said to target moving vehicles like open-top cars or pickup trucks. They'll jump into the back of the vehicle and then mysteriously vanish before reaching town. Most of the time, people do not become aware of his presence until his rotting stench reaches your nose.
Yep.
Feeds on dogs and small animals and occasionally the unlucky person.
Yeah, so it's interesting that he's this mummy figure, but then it's also, okay, is he a zombie? Is he like a ghoul type of... It's very strange. Very strange. And then he jumps into these cars and then disappears. So then it's like a ghostish.
Yeah, and it says in here before they reach town. So it's like he's trapped within a certain section of the highway or something.
Interesting. Yeah,
like he's not able to, like maybe that's where the ambulance crashed or something. So he can't go past that certain point because that's as far as he got before the ambulance crashed.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know.
Before they reach town, because he's like trying to go to town.
Not to bring up Vampire Diaries again,
but always
very
bring up Vampire
similar.
Diaries.
Very similar. They can't. At one point, they can't go out of the town.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is actually Damon Salvatore wrapped in bandages.
So we will be going to Cannon Beach.
It's the Salvatore brothers haunting Highway 26.
Hey, tourism is going to go. Tourism is going to go
bandage
up in that area.
Yoo-hoo!
I have fresh ones for you if you need them.
Stop. I fell in love with the Bandage Man. Stop.
Hey, coming to a library near you. That's the next New York Times bestseller.
Oh my gosh. Seriously, somebody needs to write a book about this.
I know. Well, and there's...
It's a different types of enemies to lovers.
Right. And I don't know. I'm surprised that it isn't more of a widespread thing.
Yeah. These pictures on Google
horrific,
are insane.
Horrific. I was scaring myself, like, because I would click on a website.
Yeah.
And the header would be an image of, like, a person with dark eyes and, like, bandages and blood. And I'm like, ugh.
Ew. It's so gross.
Well, and reading about it, too, like I said before, you're removed from it. And so it's like, okay, yeah, that could be scary. I can see. But I can't even imagine being in that situation where, hey, first of all, if I see a person on the side of the road, that's going to scare me.
At nighttime?
At nighttime. If I see something that is not correct, I imagine, like, you see this and you know it's not a person.
Yeah.
You recognize, like, that's not.
Yeah.
Oh, I just cannot. The fear. I won't be driving.
The smell.
I won't be driving to the beach.
Yeah, no, I would never.
This entire podcast is just again. Like, do not go to the beach.
Yeah.
Can't go on Highway 20. Can't go on Highway 26.
Can't even get to Highway 20.
At this point,
take any
I wonder
highways.
I wonder if there's a cryptid story about something that's, that road from Corvallis to the beach.
Oh, I'm sure.
Or even like Eugene to the beach.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure. Some
look into
spooky
it.
Things. Some spooky things. Yeah, I'm not.
Okay, so creepiness level out of 10.
Out of 10?
Out of 10
being the highest?
10 being the highest. I was corrected.
Yes. I would say it's a solid 8. I mean, I think it's crazy, crazy creepy. I think it's an 8, not a 10, because I could see how it could be
a tall tale.
A tale more than, but yes, absolutely creepy and gross and smelly and bleh. No, thank you. Yeah, I would say 8.
Okay, and then believability, also out of 10.
Believability. I would say, I'm going to say 5, right in the middle. Just because I think that this is like going back to like the witchy stuff. Like, I think that a lot of the story could be true, but the actual man being in the car or like banging on top of the vehicle, I'm like, I don't know about that. In the year 2025.
Right. But also the fact that there's so many
there's still
stories, and now all those comments were just off of one video.
Yeah.
So there's probably so many more. Maybe
That's
I should post something like, hey,
yes,
everyone comment your
Does Eerily Beloved have a TikTok?
I do.
Period.
Eerily Beloved Podcast. Look it up on TikTok.
Yep.
Promo. But yeah, just the fact that so many people of all different ages, like moms, that person was a mom that had kids in the car. It's not necessarily kids in their 20s or teenagers that are prone to more. I don't know. It makes it, very, like, it just adds like a level of credibility that is not necessarily, we don't necessarily have in some of these cases.
Yeah, and it's typically groups of people or more than, not one person is seen. Or was there a story of one person seen?
I don't think it matters. I think there was a story of one person.
Just the one person. Okay.
Yeah.
So interesting.
I know. Scary.
So scary. A mummy on the side of the road.
And like, back to the smell part. Like, when you smell something, I don't know what the science is or what it's called necessarily, but it connects to certain memories or people, you know.
Dude.
I almost think if it's like a biological thing. Like, it's hardwired into our brains to know that it's not right.
Like, because I can like, smell we need gross smells and be okay.
Yeah. Like, you're endangered. There's something not. Yeah. But that's the story of the Bandage Man in Cannon Beach. Gosh. And if you haven't heard of it before, now you have.
Now you know.
You're welcome.
Yes, send us
or I'm sorry. I don't know which one.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you had to meet the Bandage Man.
Yeah, if you personally have experienced this, you've heard a story or you've heard from somebody, you grew up with this, you've seen it, please send me an email. Yeah. eerilybelovedpodcast@gmail.com.
Or a DM.
Open a DMs, comment on our Instagram, Eerily Beloved Podcast. And if you have any other scary stories, please send them to me as well. Like things that we should look into, like the Bandage Man. A lot of these just come throwaway comments, and I'm like, wait a minute. I've never heard of the Bandage Man. Yeah. Scary stuff.
Creepy stories.
Okay, well, Bestie, thank you for being on another episode.
Thank you, and I can't wait to be back again.
Are you sure?
Yes. No, I'm terrified. I will never go to the beach.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'll try not to do like a gross one for you next. No promises.
Yeah, seriously. I welcome it. It's fine.
Okay. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe. See, you can get updates about when episodes come out.
Subscribed.
Oh, and that's you currently subscribing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Episodes come out every Thursday morning. And yeah, thank you for listening. Bye.
Bye.